Have you ever stopped and had that eerie feeling that what you were doing feels like something you've already done before? That whisper of déjà vu? But what if that feeling wasn't about your personal past? What if it was a deep, nagging whisper telling you that the entire reality we share is just a shadow on a wall? Thousands of years ago, a philosopher named Plato spun a tale. Not a myth of gods and heroes, but a story about us. About how we perceive truth and what happens when we're trapped in the darkness. Imagine, if you will, prisoners, born into chains, facing a wall their entire lives. They know nothing else. Behind them, a fire burns. And between the fire and the prisoners, figures walk, holding up objects. Puppets, if you like. All the prisoners ever see are the shadows these objects cast on the wall. They hear echoes, but they attribute the sounds to the shadows themselves. To them, the shadows are not reflections. The shadows are reality. They name them, discuss them, live by them. This is their entire world. Now imagine one of these prisoners is freed, dragged, kicking and screaming out of the cave. The light of the fire behind them is blinding. The actual objects that cast the shadows are painful to look at, too vivid. They want to turn back to the comforting shadows. But then they are pulled further into the blinding, unfiltered light of the sun. At first they see only blurs, shapes, pain. But slowly, painstakingly, their eyes adjust. They begin to see the world as it truly is. The trees, the sky, the faces of people, real, three-dimensional, vibrant. They understand that everything they saw in the cave was a mere reflection, a shadow of a shadow. And then, the hardest part, the freed prisoner feels compelled to return to the darkness, to share the truth. But when they try to explain the sun, the trees, the true forms, the others scoff. They laugh. "Your eyes are ruined," they'd say. "Why would you leave our perfect world for such nonsense?" To the still chained, the true reality is incomprehensible, and the freed prisoner is a fool. Plato's story wasn't just a thought experiment, it was a warning that echoes louder than ever in our own digital age. Because today, many of us are living in a cave of our own making, our faces bathed in the flickering glow of a different kind of wall. Our feeds. We consume stories, images, and videos at lightning speed. We are told what to believe, what to fear, what to desire. And just like Plato's prisoners, we often accept these projections as absolute truth. We don't question the source, the intent, or the hidden fire casting the light. But the shadows on our digital wall are more sophisticated, more insidious than Plato could have ever imagined. We are entering the deepfake era, where reality itself can be effortlessly fabricated. A video can show someone saying words they never uttered. An image can depict events that never happened. Our eyes, trained to believe what they see, are constantly being fooled. Our digital caves are often echo chambers, reinforcing our existing biases. We become accustomed to the shadows cast by our chosen fire, unable or unwilling to consider that there might be a greater, more complex reality outside. Like the prisoners, we might even ridicule those who try to show us the light. Plato's Allegory isn't just a story about ancient times, it's a profound challenge for today. It asks us to consider, what if the comforting certainties of our digital lives are nothing more than elaborate shadows? What if the constant stream of curated information prevents us from seeing the true, often messy, light of the world? Escaping the cave is painful. The light hurts our eyes. Questioning what we believe, especially what's pushed into our feeds by algorithms designed for engagement, not truth, is uncomfortable. But it is the only way to truly see. We've seen the ancient shadows of Plato's cave, and we've seen the modern ones glitching on our screens. Now I want to ask you, the person beside the fire, if leaving the cave meant questioning the three most comforting things you believe today, what would those three things be?